All right. Let's see. Is this going to allow us to do anything today? Figured I'd try it another time. I got some people working on my connection and everything. They're not completely done, but what does it look like? Yeah, hey Chef, how you doing? Hopefully it's coming across. Y'all are gonna have to let me know if we're gonna have a good stream today or not. But happy Saturday, everybody. Says I'm having some issues on my end. So, Alex, how you doing? Good morning. Brevart, good to see you. Rio, Chef. What does it look like? J-Man, how's it going? Good to see you. Gunny, how's it going? Good to see you. Buffed a few times here and there for a few seconds. Fern, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Karen, how's it going? Good to see you. Everything is good except for the internet connection I've been having lately, ever since I moved to this new house. I know what the problem is actually a connection going from the cable company's plant to my house. So I've got that slated to be replaced, but until then, I got to suffer through some of these issues. J-Man. Yeah, see, so that's just a small part of what I wanted to do today. Was just talk about the bleed a little bit, the changes that are coming. A lot of comments on my video yesterday, so I've been reading through a lot of that, as well as what everybody's been saying on Discord and the suggestions and feedback and everything. So, Chef, you're in a great mood. Finally won Supreme Commander, very nice for the very first time, and beat the top whale in the league. Nice, congrats. All right. All right, well, I guess we'll just keep going. Let's not waste any time. So, I wanted to share this with you. I meant to do this last time, but I am gonna update this. I'm actually working on it today. Not that one. It is this one here. This right here. I'm working on updating this actually today. Since last week's stream failed, or we got I think we got what, 40 minutes or so of a decent stream. I started doing the testing on these. So what I have, I expect to have this out either today or tomorrow for some updates. So I want to do some testing, some additional testing today. But what I have so far is there's been a little bit of movement, at least based on the testing that I did last weekend, but not a lot. So we shall see. Let's go ahead and switch back. We'll do timeline. We'll see how long the stream lasts, but let's go ahead and jump into combat cycle, do some testing with these teams. We're going to start off with the JLD team. Let me bring up my notes. Where are my notes? All right, so JLD. Where are you at? On a single target boss. All right, so what do we got in chat here? The bleed is bad. Server 268 had 5. You had... What do you mean you had 5? You had 5 bleeds? Had 5. A lot of whales, leaving even whales with 24 million power. Wow. Finally caught a steam. DL Wanderer, how's it going? Good to see you. Hopefully the stream lasts for a little while. Let's try and get a good 30 to 45 minutes at least out of it. I'm going to be keeping an eye on my connection. It says it's good right now. It's going back and forth. It's a little intermittent, so bear with me. Let's have some fun, though. Yeah, this bleed. So I put the video out yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I give you my thoughts on it. I apply it to a real world situation. Take a look at. I am throwing shit all over my room. Take a look at the pinned comment that I put in there because I had to make a correction on something that I said in the video. As far as the ranking, it seems like, and just by taking a look at some other people's data as well, it's not as bad early on. But the further you get the ranking, the further you get in ranking up your heroes, the wider the divide is from the old system to the new system. All right, so last time I did testing with this. Hey, Senketsu, good to see you. Welcome. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Always appreciate the support. So JLD was doing the most damage in any bleed. I think I have him down at 14.2 million. And we got what? We got 14.4 million here, so I think I averaged that out. So I think they're still going to stay on top. I think the counterattack team has the potential to rival. I don't know if they'll beat out the JLD team, but I think they may have the potential to rival JLD. We'll see. We got to get Starfire in here. I don't have Arsenal yet, and we don't know who the other two characters are going to be. So it's going to be a little while before we find out. So let's take a look at the damage. So yeah, typical. We're up over 11 million for Constantine. Zatanna usually hits between 1.5 to 2 million. Don't get much out of Wonder Woman. She's really there to hold everybody away from the damage dealers. Same with Fate here. I called them Strange. And then I'm slowly improving my Raven. I really do like her. I'm also doing an update to the full tier list. So I got 2 tier lists I'm updating. The team one and the full tier list. That one is going to come out next week. The team tier list will come out first, though. You'll see a couple changes on that team tier, on the regular tier list as well. All right, let's go back in again, just for consistency's sake. So we're going to run these guys through here. We're going to take them through Training Simulator as well. There's been some people have been wanting me to show more PvP, so I've saved. I think I have all my PvP saved. So we'll play around with that. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do this type of testing in Meta Brawl, just because you have limited tickets to fight. You can purchase more though, but I don't want to burn a lot of gems in there. It's not the rewards just aren't worth it. See, I'm not going to comment here about the bleed stuff, but yeah, I'm sure you get the gist of it. Yep, exactly. Did you ever get to play some of the other characters like Riddler and Blue Beetle? If so, how were they? No, they were in the roster, but they were never playable. So we have no idea. The only one that was in the roster that was playable for a brief period of time was Ra's al Ghul. And he killed himself with his ultimate most of the time, so he wasn't great. Raven's amazing. Yep, I'm liking her more and more. She's one of those that requires more investment, in my opinion, to really kind of unlock her potential. Whereas, like with Mara and Ivy, they're good early on, and then they continue to improve. What are your thoughts on hybrid teams? So, you all know that I put a team tier list out. I think it was a month or two ago, right? That's why I'm updating it now. That's part one. Part two is the hybrid teams. I feel that there's more potential in hybrid teams than there are in full tag teams. The only exception to that, there's 2 possible exceptions to that. Number one is the JLD team. They're amazing. But you can make some good plug-and-play teams with them as well. And then Arkham's Most Wanted. Those 2 are the top 2 tag teams, in my opinion, like full tag. We're talking about full team of 5, right? Look at this, 14-5. So they're doing pretty consistent here. Let's see. 1.5, 11, everything is pretty consistent. We got Raven hitting up there in the millions for the damage, but she's got, look at this, she's got over 2 million in healing. So, all right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna switch to Arkham's Most Wanted now. Do I have them in here? So what was the Arkham's Most Wanted team? We'll take everybody into Training Simulator here in a minute. Oh, okay, so here's one of the changes, right? So Arkham's Most Wanted, I made a change, and I got better results with the change that I made than what I had last time. So let's go ahead. Let's compare it to, let's see, we've got Ivy. I had Catwoman in here. Catwoman still does good with this team. I mean, she's not fantastic, but she does better than the other Arkham's Most Wanted characters when you're doing a full Arkham team. Then obviously we need this guy. I really want to buff this guy up, rank him up higher. And then we've got Two-Face. The reason why we have Two-Face is because he gives a spiritual damage debuff, which helps Joker. Where are you, Two-Face? Right there. And then Joker right there. So let's see. I did make a change in here, I think. Oh, maybe not. All right, let's go ahead and hit fight. We'll do some character swapping out too on this one. All right, let's see what do you got. She needs more investment. Yep. Skip Zatanna for now. If you're not going for JLD, that's fine. But if you are doing JLD, she's a must for that team. But we'll summon some before her banner ends. Want Constantine, but he comes out in 5 days. Hopefully they fix the bleed stuff after he comes out, yeah. Let's see, J-Man, that's actually really excited about the League of Assassins. Yeah, me too, but hey, that was back then though. That was what? That was now over a year ago, so maybe they made some changes with him. Yeah, it looks like hybrids cover each other's weaknesses. They do. I do think there's more potential in hybrids. But yeah, so part 2 of my series is adding hybrids. Here's the thing though. You cannot cover every single... So let me ask you guys this actually. I think when it comes to tag teams like this, the tier list works for now. For hybrid teams, that's a forever long list, right? There's so many different variations that you can build. Do you think, as a community, do you think that it would be more beneficial when taking a look at hybrid teams that we do a tier list format? Or would it be more beneficial if we do, like, here's the top 10 tag teams? Ben, MJ, how's it going? Good to see you. You like Lex Luthor, but very squishy. Yeah, wish I could get more Scarecrow shards. Do I stream on Twitch? Yes, I do. So I typically dual stream YouTube and Twitch. Problem is with where my internet is right now, I can't do that until after they fix the problem out on the street. So right now it's just going to be strictly YouTube until that's fixed. So I'm thinking in a few weeks, hopefully, I can start the dual streaming again. So 13.3 million on this one. We're going to see Joker with the most damage here. So he's just under 9 million. We got, what, 1.4? 1.4 out of Two-Face. Not expecting much from Scarecrow. Look at this. We got 2 million. We got 2.1 million out of Catwoman. And then, what? And then we've got just over 2 million healing. So Ivy and Raven on their teams are doing around the 2 million range. So, and Ivy's doing half the damage. I want to do Legion of Doom, Sinestro, cool. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do Legion of Doom today, too, so you can see that. I am so glad to hear that you guys are good with the top 10, because the tier list would be absolutely insane for the I'm getting like little things going on here. What is this? See these? Do you see all these little flickers in my video? Why is that? I don't even have a green screen up. Did they go away? They went away. It's probably the fluorescent lighting. I gotta swap this out too. This room I'm in now has fluorescent lighting, which is awful. But anyway, top 10 I think works best. So I'm glad everybody's good with that. All right, let's go ahead and run this again. And then we'll make some variations. We'll make some changes to this team just to make sure that we're staying on track. Let me see. Did I change it last time? Let's see. So we had Ivy, Catwoman, Scarecrow, Two-Face, and Joker. Yeah, it was still the same team. Are there more than 10 hybrids? Yes. Yeah, honestly, you could probably build like 20, 30 different plug-and-play teams. Hey, Nav, how's it going? Good to see ya. We're up and running so far, which is good. Kieran, thank you for the support. Yes, hit the like button. Let me know what you need. Let me know that you like the content that's coming out. Let's see. You must have the Joker, Scarecrow, Sinestro. I have Deathstroke team. Yeah, I don't have Well, I have Deathstroke, but I've only got him at 5 white stars. And I'm not a fan of him at 5 white stars. I think the retesting, especially when we do stuff like this, is critical because from like a month or two ago, when did I put that tier list out? I'll go look at it later. But it's like a month or two ago. Anyway, obviously, my roster has improved and strengthened since then, so. Excited for Marvel Mystic Mayhem? I am, actually. That's coming at the end of June. And then we've got DC Worlds Collide coming in, what, a week or two after that? So, looking forward to that. Poison Ivy vines are a pain. My dude attacks the vines instead of people. Yeah, I mean, she's good in PvP for that. All right, so pretty consistent here. For the damage, coming in at 13.1. So let's do... I'm gonna make a change here. So let's see, what should we change up to, right? So some people have asked, why do we have Catwoman in there? We've seen that she does 2 million damage. I don't think anybody else on the Arkham's Most Wanted team is gonna do 2 million damage. These guys right here. And I've only got them at 4 white stars, so we can throw in. What's the damage going to look like if we take out Scarecrow? Rio, you need to have it in the tier list. They have tags. So on the team tier list, the tag team tier list, I do call out the tags, and I'll do that in the top 10 as well. It's going to be so subjective though. I think it's easier. The tag teams, the full five hero teams, are much easier to kind of put in a tier list format and have it be the least subjective as a full hybrid one. That's going to be nuts. Nav, you didn't know DC... Oh, yeah, DC Worlds Collide's coming out. What? Hold on a second. Marvel Mystic Mayhem is what? June 25th. And DC Worlds Collide is... July 7th. So, End of June is going to be Marvel Mystic Mayhem, and then the beginning of July is going to be Worlds Collide. Just try to avoid bringing Ivy to a Joker fight. Usually doesn't end well. Yeah, unless you have Deathstroke. Very true. Hey, Senketsu, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out. Take it easy. Suicide Squad is top 3 PvP. We don't even have a full Suicide Squad team. That one didn't do too well. So we lost about 3 million damage there, throwing in Bane in place of Scarecrow. Obviously, we kind of knew that was going to happen. Scarecrow really bumps up the spiritual damage, so we want to keep him in there. But let's see what he does, what Bane does when we pull out Catwoman. So Catwoman's pulling in around 2 million damage. Let's see what Bane does in place of her. Can always do a meme list. There you go. So who are you putting in on that Suicide Squad there, Jay? Are you filling in that 5th spot with Deathstroke? I see that quite common, actually. Oh, Deathstroke's good with Poison Ivy for now. Let's test it out. Let's see what it looks like here. You're talking about PvP specifically, though, right? Okay. We got a minute here. We're doing pretty low on damage. You know what I'm seeing also a lot in PvP lately? I'm seeing JLD with Deathstroke. So like Zatanna, I'm seeing Zatanna replaced by Deathstroke. All right, looks like we got a slowdown in the connection. Let's give it a few minutes. All right, yeah, 11 million. We did a little bit more damage, obviously, because we put Scarecrow in there. Scarecrow helped beef up the damage from Joker. Oh, shit, I didn't look at the damage. But we still had less damage. Let's throw in... let's throw in this guy. I think I'll probably want to swap these two around, though. All right.
Data brokers are everywhere, and they're looking for every single piece of information they can find on you. Then once they
How we doing out there?
they go ahead and sell it. That's not cool. But what is cool
What do we got? You guys still seeing stuff? Looks like some buffering. All right. Let's see. Alex, apologies if I've covered this. No, actually, I have not. I haven't taken a look at how the new changes are going to impact my suggestions for where to take different bleed heroes. I'm going to wait on that until it gets finalized. Honestly, I don't want to do all the work and then it change, right? So I'm going to wait to see what the final results are going to be, and then I'll take a look at how that impacts it. It does impact it for free to play and low spenders, though. It hurts those two. High spenders, people who are going to put a bunch of money into the game, they're actually going to end up spending more. And that also takes what low spenders are spending today, and it would bump them up and increase how much they spend as well. So it's not good overall for anybody, free to play or spenders, actually. All right, so what do we got? Yeah, he's coming in at less than $1 million. These guys are staying pretty consistent. But take it out, yeah. So the best team so far still has Catwoman in it. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that at that. The next best team was Justice League, right? Let's take a quick break from this, though. Let's go to PvP. Let's check out that Suicide Squad team. Oh, I don't have any attempts. I did use them all. I did not mean to do that. I'll keep that in mind for next time. All right, Justice League team. Who did we have on that team? All right, so it was... we're gonna check out Johnson here, but let's see. The Justice League team was Batman, Green Arrow, Green Lantern. I did get Green Lantern. I've got him up to 1 blue star now. Soups, and then Cyborg. So let's swap these two around. There we go. This team was bringing in around 9 million, almost 10 million. So we've got JLD coming in around 14 million in this combat cycle, around 13 million for Arkham's Most Wanted. This team was close to 10 million, so we'll see what happens. All right, you're not seeing any slowdown at all? Everything looks good? Okay. I just got this big yellow bar across my screen saying that the connection is inhibited. Let's see, what's your highest score on this boss, and who was it? Oh my gosh, I don't know. So I'm in Phase 2 right now, so Phase 2 is incredibly difficult. I think my highest score in here was around 14, 15 million. Could be a little higher. I don't think I've broken 20 million in Phase 2 on this guy yet. Suicide Squad synergy increases attack by 25%. Harley gives full team self-healing. We could actually try them in here too, just to take a look at it. Calamity, how's it going? Good to see you. It's such a bad choice. What is? Oh yeah, the bleed change. Gotcha. Yeah, look how little damage we're doing here. I think what I want to do here... This team's really not a combat cycle team, though. I think this team does much better in Training Simulator than they do in combat cycle. Yeah, 7 million. That's... Oh, crap. Not much there. Actually, I'm going to take Batman out. I'm going to throw Wonder Woman in there. Wonder Woman's going to be mythic. We called it. I think it was pretty much a given, but... Let's throw Wonder Woman in there. So we got increased physical damage happening with having Cyborg in there. with his vulnerable. We got shields being given out by Wonder Woman. We got healing with shields with Green Lantern. When are they going to have a plan to bring Bleed heroes back? You know what? I don't know. They've gone round and round on that one. We thought it was after the initial run of heroes, which ended with Martian Manhunter, but now it looks like Starfire's coming in and they're doing this whole Outsiders team. So I have no clue on when they're going to bring heroes back around. It's a little bit weird because everybody's locked in to where they have their banner heroes until we see them again, because there's no other way to get any one of them. So we'll see. We'll see what the plan ends up being. Hey, Mighty Beast, how's it going? Good to see ya. Your day just got infinitely better. I don't have to be customer facing on the phones. Today I get to go back, do back end work. Very nice. Last phase 1 boss I have is the Drowned. I think that was the last one I had too. It was either the Drowned or the Tank that I needed to finish up in order to get to phase 2. Kenjaku, how's it going? Good to see ya. Free to play, getting shafted with the bleed changes. Unfortunately, it is not beneficial for them, no. It's not beneficial for anybody, actually. Especially if they increase. So this is the weird thing. Especially if they increase and they plan on doing a fraction of a percent increase in the percentage, in the pity percentage, or the percentage in which you pull a mythic. By increasing that, the system that they're proposing, the less times that you go full pity, the less shards you get. It's actually good to have really bad RNG with that system, which is completely backwards. 10 million. 10 million. So we bumped up 3 million just putting Wonder Woman in there. Wonder Woman pulls in 500,000, but everybody lives longer. We got 6 million coming off of Green Arrow. 1.3 million coming from Cyborg. Superman at 1.5 because he's locked in at 5 white stars right now. Look at my Green Arrow. I mean, my Green Lantern healing is on par with Ivy and Raven, doing 2 million healing. Let's go ahead and run that again. Free to play wasn't really going much past 5 white stars. Not much, no. No, and I actually changed. I'm changing my the look of my recommendation, the bleed rotation and recommendation thing that I got going on. This thing here. It's easier if I just show it. So this right here. So I'm changing this not to minimum and recommended. So it's going to be minimum is going to be free to play. So that's the free to play recommendation, and then the recommended there, that's going to be light spender. And then obviously heavy spenders can go as far as they want. But I think that would cause less confusion. I just got a lot of questions around it. Why minimum and why recommended? Why wouldn't we just go off of recommended? So that's going to be free to play and light spender. And then we're going to call out the characters just like this here to skip if you're free to play or light spender. But to someone's point earlier, with the way that it's working, is it going to impact it? And actually, I would say yes. Just taking a look at this, based on the bleed changing that they're proposing, I would continue to skip Deathstroke, but I would skip Nightwing as well. Because he requires more investment. Not as much as Deathstroke, but still more investment. So he would be a skip for me. Honestly, I'd probably skip Hawkgirl as well. There's more skips just because you want to be able to do more pulls on the heroes that you want. Because it's going to take more pulls to get them ranked up to where you want. So yeah, I think it's going to drastically change this too. So, not fun. Hoping to hear something next week. That is, yes, all of these infographics I'm sharing with you are on my Discord in the infographic channel. And here's the problem with skipping. I don't like suggesting skipping, because what it does is it limits the teams that you can create in Realm of Fate. and you want to be able to get as far as you can in those. And the way that you do that is being able to create the strongest teams. And the more that you skip, the less teams you can create. So it's a bummer. 10.7 million. Not bad. How are we doing on damage? Everything's pretty consistent. Hi. How you doing? 1 second. All right, my granddaughter wanted to say hi, so I had to go say hi. All right, so, yeah, pretty consistent here, too. Where did I have them? They were coming in around the 10 million mark. So let me go ahead, update this here real quick. All right, we're now, let's head and on to Legion of Doom. So who did we have there before? So far, it's as far as the damage goes, they're ranking in the same order that they were before, even with the increased. Because look at this. Let me share this again. So look at this, right? So JLD did the most damage, and they still are. Arkham's Most Wanted doing the most damage, and they still are. I mean, the next most damage, and still are. We may see some difference here. So, I mean, both of these are B tier. Justice League and Legion of Doom. I'm going to also add onto here suggested game modes for them, too, because not all of them are good in all game modes, right? So I'm going to add that to the list as well. So let's see. So we've got Justice League coming in at 10 million. We'll see where Legion of Doom comes in and see if they still stay close to where they were, if they bump up at all. So for them, for Legion of Doom, let's replicate who we had before. So it was Scarecrow. Scarecrow, with his allowing higher spiritual damage, is going to help with Sinestro. I'm going to put Deathstroke up front. We don't have a healer for this team either. So let's go ahead, let's go back. We don't have a healer at all for this team, do we? No. So is this, and this. That's one of the problems with this team as well. Suffers from the same thing as Bat Family does, just no healer. It's straight up damage. Yeah, Deathstroke is great in PvP. Let's see, what do you got? The fact that they have the audacity to say in the announcement this is an improvement. I think they're trying to help with... So there's been feedback and concern about hero acquisition and how many copies you need in order to rank them up. I honestly think they're trying to kind of help address that. I just don't think... I think there was a miss there. So we'll see what they say. A lot of people doing data crunching and everything, so... Let's see, your free-to-play could now be just 3 white with the proposed change. That's a problem, though. So that is a huge problem with this, because if we limit free-to-play players to say, hey, you're good up to 3, there's so much that we're going to miss, right? Zatanna, much better once you get her up to 5 white stars, and she gets that 5th ability to increase the damage for spiritual damage dealers. Superman and his increased defense. There's so much on that's tied to that 5th white star. You know what actually another another thing could be, I don't know, what do you guys think of this? I was just thinking about it. What if when you unlock a hero, it immediately takes you up to 5 white stars? That's the way it used to be in Landscape. But what if they keep everything the same that they're proposing, but your unlock takes you to 5 white stars? I haven't done the math. That's just something that popped into my head. Because that used to happen that way. All right, 1 second. I do not want to listen to this. There we go. Let's see. We're coming in. Yeah. LOD coming in 8.2. Let's go do this again. What do we got here? So obviously we've got 4 million. We got Sinestro doing good. We have to keep Scarecrow in there. Deathstroke not doing too good. We've got Black Adam doing more damage than Deathstroke here. And look at we've got Lex doing what, over 1 million damage? What's that? Huh? DC Dark Legion. All right, love you too. 1 second. All right. So what did we get? 4 million, 1.1, 1 point... No. Yeah, so Deathstroke being the weak link there. So what change should we make? Did I make a change last weekend? Let me catch up on chat here in just a second, though. I did make... I think I pulled out Deathstroke. And I put Killer Croc in here. So let's do that. And then any suggestions you guys all have, let me know. I know this guy's a waste. He doesn't do anything. But let's throw Killer Croc in there and let's fight. Let me catch up on chat now. Deathstroke's animal PvP. Yep. Don't you need, oh wow, I'm way behind on chat. You guys just kept on going. Is Sinestro a skip? No, he is not. You definitely want Sinestro. You want Zatanna and Constantine. Get them now before the bleed changes take effect. Let's see. Skipping Deathstroke, I have some reservations, but Constantine will hopefully alleviate that. Yeah, he's just, like it's mentioned later on, he is really good in PvP. You just have to invest a lot in him. And by doing that, and if you're free to, especially if you're free to play, you get way behind on the bleed. So I did that on my free-to-play account. I went all in on Superman, the very first bleed, and I've been playing catch-up ever since. I haven't got Zatanna yet, and I think we've got like 2 weeks left in her bleed. I barely got Sinestro to 5 white stars. It's been very difficult for me to catch up on my free-to-play account. You want range characters for the Drowned? Yeah, as well as, at least early on, Stargirl helps out. Yeah, we're not doing too well here. Did we bumped up a little bit. Not much, though. So we got, what, 4.6 million, 1.4. Croc came in at 268. 1.7. Everybody else is pretty consistent. Is there any other change we can make here on this team to try and beef up the damage other than throwing in a healer? I mean, we don't want to take these guys out. We don't want to take Scarecrow out. I'm just going to throw this guy in here for the hell of it. Hey y'all, hopefully the stream is still going good. Let me know if it gets really bad. I know we've got some intermittent connectivity. Well, we've got some intermittent lag. If it gets too bad, we'll just shut down. But I think it's manageable so far, but let me know. Yeah, I use Arrow, Ivy, Red Hood, Constantine, and Sinestro. Still can't beat her. Yeah, so, hey Rich, how you doing? So, for the Drowned, I mainly use Sinestro, Constantine, Raven, Zatanna, and then I throw someone else, and I think I throw Joker in there. Hold on, let me look. I think I posted one of my teams there, so let me check something out here. Oh, Green Arrow. Here, so this was... Let me share my screen here. So I've got this on my Discord too. Everybody tracks the teams and stuff that they're using. That's always a good place to go to. If you go into Combat Cycle on my Discord, you'll see a bunch of different people just sharing their teams. So this one here, this was the Drowned. I scored 30 million. And this was the team that I used. So I've got my JLD buff there with the 3 JLD characters. I've got Sinestro and my Green Arrow for damage. So that was my best team for Drowned. Think I'm going to summon to get Joker. You're welcome, Rich. Think I'm going to summon to get Joker once and then get my Superman to 5 white stars. That's a good plan. Yes. Yeah, get your Superman to... I would get Superman to 5 white stars and then focus on your Joker. Prefer Deathstroke over Black Adam for an all Legion team. All right, so let's do that. Let's see, what did we get here? Let me go ahead and switch back over. So 3.7. Yeah, we did less damage there. We're not pulling in much at all. So Black Adam was doing more damage though, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try that out. You said what? Deathstroke in there for Black Adam. Your Deathstroke's probably stronger than mine though, right? And then who else do I throw in here? Croc? Wouldn't it be smarter to save anvils to max characters rather than get to 5 white stars? No, the problem with that is that you don't have much of a roster for anything else. That's the whole thing. This game and every other gacha game really favors a diverse roster, right? And a wide roster. So the more characters you have, the better it's going to be. You just gotta know. Well, you just gotta know where to get each one of them so that they're of benefit. And then as a free-to-play player, you want at least most of the heroes that you can get. Problem is with maxing a character, if you're free to play, I mean, if you're pay to play, go for it, right? But if you're free to play, you may be able to max out, or you won't even be able to max out a hero in the 4 weeks because of RNG. You're not even going to be able to max them out to the 5 red stars. You need 1,000 shards plus the unlock, right? And I doubt we're going to get that in a 4-week period, and then you're just stuck for the rest of the bleeds. That's my thought anyway. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Abaddon, how's it going? Let's see, my concern is, especially with the bleed changes, if they just keep adding new characters, it's going to take forever to start. It is, and that's been part of my concern. I mean, I've had my Superman stuck at 5 white stars since, what? It was December when the server launched. And we've never come back around to it. They've done a couple re-releases because characters weren't ready. So like for us it was Scarecrow. I think someone got a rerun of Superman once while they were waiting for a character to get ready. 7.6, so we got what, 4.8. Less than 1 million damage here. Yeah. Let me take a look at what I got over here. Yeah, at least for me and where my roster is, this seems to be the better. Obviously, you got to go with what you have in your roster. Everybody's roster is going to be a little bit different, but this seems to get the best results for me. We have a new team that we're going to try today too. We're going to do a Teen Titans team now that we have a full one. New game mode that gives us Mythic Plus shards. That'd be nice. Let's see. Right now I'm holding on to my summon, so I've got a guaranteed Banner Hero summon on my next Mythic, so I'm going to save that for Starfire. Hopefully she comes around next week, and then we can do some testing of her next weekend. Not played it yet, the whales keep hogging the slots. There's 100% logic in and strength in having a diverse roster. The only thing I get concerned with is a lot of other game modes don't seem to give that many resources. That is true. We are a bit resource starved. And some of the rewards for some of the game modes are just awful. Like PvP, Meta Brawl. The best reward out of Meta Brawl is the Meta Brawl currency so that you can get your Raven shards. I do like that they beefed up the rewards for Rift, which is nice. Yeah, 8.7. That just seems to give me the best results there. All right, so still, though, less than Justice League. I don't even know if there's much of an update on the tier list, except for adding Teen Titans. All right, so next, let's do Teen Titans. This is one we don't have ranked yet. Teen Titans, where are you? Oh, and did you see this? I haven't scrolled this way in a long time, but we got all these. We got these here too. Superman family. Might see that grow here in a couple months. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think this guy's going to be helpful. Actually, we did have a full Teens Titan. I didn't realize he was Teen Titans for some reason. Let's see. Let's put you back here. There we go. Let's see what this team does. So we got 5 Teen Titans. So we've got crit damage increase. We've got crit rate increase. And we've got attack increase. Plus we have a healer. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to try a 3-piece a 3-piece Outsiders team and play around with that combination. You just ignore the train completely. You get stuff out of it. So I always throw my characters in there. Raven didn't help me much. Cyborg being the one to last to the end. 6.2. That's not good. Let's see. What's our damage at? I've got 4.5 million off of my Nightwing. Nobody else broke 1 million. All right, let's run it again. I wonder if I don't know if it even matters, but I'll just swap those two around, see if that matters at all. What are my thoughts on Arsenal? I don't know. I don't have Arsenal yet. I did take a look at his kit. I think there's some mixed opinions about him in the community. I don't have him, so I haven't been able to test him out. I think once we get get at least that third character, at least Starfire next week, we may see the potential of that team. They seem to be. I feel that team is going to work similar to JLD, where they're best as their own team. But I don't think they'll be as plug and play as the JLD team is, or at least certain characters of the JLD team, like Wonder Woman and Constantine. You don't have Nightwing on your server yet? Calamity, who do you have in your bleed right now? You can't put them in. It opens at 1 a.m. Gotcha. Josh, how's it going? Can't wait for the release of upgrading Wonder Woman. That's going to be... I'm hoping that's going to be fun. We got 8.2 damage out of this, 1 million damage out of it. That's on par with League of Assassins. I mean... not League of Assassins, but Legion of Doom. So what do we pull in here? 6.4 million damage. Nobody else hit 1 million, but we did get more damage out of Nightwing. Let's do it again. See if it was a fluke. And all I did was move Nightwing and Robin around. You're on Zatanna right now? Gotcha. Harry, how's it going? Good to see ya. If Soups and Martian Manhunter are your strongest players, who else would you put on your team? Soups and I don't know. It depends on who else you have in your roster. You need a support. You need a healer and 2 damage dealers there. And it depends on who you're battling. Are you going up against an AoE team or a single target boss? Are you going up in training simulator or combat cycle? Hey, Dark and Leak, how's it going? Wow, that's awful. We did really bad on this one. Didn't even break 5 million on this one. All right, let me do this. Let's I'm gonna swap him out. I'm just gonna throw in this guy here. He's 5 reds. Let's see if it helps. So, Yami, what's the hybrid team you're talking about between Outsiders and Bat Family and Titans? Hey, J-Man, thanks. Appreciate you. Gotta go do some work, sadly. Yeah, I gotta do that here in a bit, too. But take it easy. Thanks. Let's see, hate Adam so much. Yeah, he didn't help much, did he? Adam's good. Adam is best in like Training Simulator because of his stun. He's helped me a lot in there, but obviously, I mean, for combat cycle, it's awful. As either using Bat Family with Teen Titans or Outsider with Teen Titans. Gotcha. All right, this team is really inconsistent. Anywhere from just under 5 million up to 8. Let's go ahead and go back to that team that got me 8 million. I need to change this music too. There we go. Are we gonna hit 8 million again? Yeah. No, almost though. So I'm gonna put them down. I'm gonna put them down for 7 million on average, which still brings them under Legion of Doom. All right, Calamity, take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. All right. I think we're done with that team. That was a brand new team. They did less than Legion of Doom, but Bat Family is the next one to test. And Bat Family was coming in around 8 million as well. So what? What do we want to do with Bat Family? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was the original test done with? All right, so the original test was done with Red Hood in there instead of Nightwing. So let's see what that does. Still no healer in here, but we're going to go ahead and swap these guys around. Let's see what this team brings in. Constantine, I feel, is fine. What? At least 5 white? Yeah, you want Constantine with at least 5 white stars. Maximizes damage. And what is he? He had something pop up at 5 with his final ability. But you want to go as far as you can with him. Yeah, then and that's more for the hybrid team. Oh my gosh, look at that. Only awful damage. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, awful damage. Coming in at what, 2.5 million? What did I bring in? I think these guys are better in like Training Simulator anyway, but they just died too fast there. Let's do it again. I think one thing to keep in mind as we take a look at these teams, right? Some of them are going to be better in some game modes than the other, so we want to build the least amount of teams and have the highest impact in the game. And I think right now, when we take a look at the different game modes and the teams that we have available, the top 3 teams is really JLD, Arkham's Most Wanted, and Justice League. Because that covers every game mode right there. Virat, how you doing? So yeah, Constantine obviously gets better the higher that you rank him up, but he doesn't require as much investment like Deathstroke does just to be good. He's good at 5 white stars. He's better the higher that you get him. So 2.7, that's awful. I got Red Hood, I got 1.4 million damage. Nobody else even came close. All right, let's throw in Nightwing. So who am I going to take out? I think let's take you out. Let's throw you in. Swap you 2 around. No, I'm not. We'll leave it at that. Unstable, what do you got? If I'm looking to max Constantine as a free-to-play player or light spending, where should I stop with Zatanna? 5 white stars on Zatanna. Yep. 100%. You don't need to take Zatanna any higher. Look at that. Just that one change. Well, obviously, because Nightwing is doing more, but 6 million damage. Not doing much, though. Ah, crap. What if we swap these 2 around? Try and last a little bit longer there. It just sucks not having a healer. Now you can obviously remedy that with a hybrid team or a plug and play team. You haven't used any eyes yet. Planning on using a Constantine's piece? Is that what you? Yeah, that's what I did. Constantine, 100% worth it. Sinestro, 100% worth it as well. I think those are the top two. But I went with Constantine just because I use him more. He does more damage, and I haven't regretted it. Not doing good. What new character you hope to see join the game ASAP? I want to see more Green Lanterns, to be honest with you. Let's see, what do we got? 1 million, 4 million. So these two are musts. Not even 100 million there. I mean, 100,000. Yeah, and there's really not much to replace there, is there? There's just Batman. No, I don't think we've seen anything confirmed with Starfire as far as what she is. A lot of people are saying that she's support. Maybe there was something said in Discord that I missed, but I haven't seen anything hinting to what Starfire is going to be. Is she in game now? Oh, when you fight her, yeah. Yeah, this seems to be the best setup for, at least for where I have my roster right now. Which is still pretty low. It's actually, Teen Titans and Bat Family looks like they're coming in around the same amount of damage. All right, so what do we got? We got Batgirl, Nightwing, Bats, Robin, and Red Hood. Yeah. A little bit different than what we had when we first tested them. Who do we have? Then the only other team we have really to test is Birds of Prey, right? So we did JL, Bat, Arkham, Justice League Dark. We did all of them. I'm not testing these ones here, like these right here. We could check out, actually, let's check out Suicide Squad. Let's put them in with Ivy. It's not a full tag team, but I want to check that out. This is what Jay was talking about. I'm going to go ahead and swap those two around. Let's see what these guys do. Flash family team could be fun. I'm picturing them zipping around everywhere doing various things, causing chaos. That would be fun. They said in Discord something about her helping her friends. Is there a hint in Discord about her yet? Maybe that's what somebody was talking about. Where's the bleed calendar? No, there's no hint to her. Let me search Discord here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in there. But I haven't checked everywhere either. I wonder if it's in 2.9 million. What do we got for damage? Oh my gosh, look at this guy. He pulled in 1.1 million. Deadshot did. Let's go ahead and swap those two around like that. See what that does. There was, what, game news or something like that. I wonder if they mentioned something like that in there. So it says, a shining beacon from Tamarin. Her powers will protect and empower your team. So it sounds like a supporter. Maybe something similar to Zatanna. Zatanna has the the attack boost, the damage, the physical damage, defense. So we'll see. So yeah, definitely sounds like a supporter. I'm surprised Deadshot did that much damage too. I'm gonna have to check him out on some teams. We've got him at the bottom of like every tier list, so I'm really surprised at that. And he's at 4 white stars. Huh. Interesting. All right, the last team was Birds of Prey, right? This team is still coming in super low on damage, but I think that was interesting seeing Deadshot. All right, let's go ahead and throw these guys. So Birds of Prey team, the last team that we did with them, we're just about finished with our testing. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored yet. Where am I going? Right here. So for Birds of Prey, we had... you, and Catwoman. So this was the team that we had when we originally tested her. So we haven't tested her with this team with Hot Girl yet. So let's see what this team pulls in. I think it was around the 6 million range. Connection says excellent again. So hopefully everything is getting better. LK, how's it going? Good to see you. Will we have the same star in Wonder Woman when she's... I'm assuming so. I think it would be awful if they upgrade her to Mythic and we go down to like 0 stars. So we'll see. That would be awful though if we didn't. He's high single target damage. It's one character fight, so weighs in his favor. That is true. Harley's AoE, yep, which is why we don't see as much damage from her. Okay, let's see. Am I missing something, or is the armory that difficult to upgrade? Mine is currently 3 levels behind the War Room. That is just naturally like that because, especially for free-to-play players, pay-to-play players can catch up a little bit quicker, but it's dependent on you crafting and deconstructing your armor so that you have those components to upgrade your armory. So yeah, it naturally naturally lags behind your War Room by at least 2 or 3 levels if you really stay up on it, and if you're really bringing in the alloy. which is why when you go into your research, make sure that you're putting research into alloy production and stuff like that. But I would say, as far as priority goes, it's more middle of the road. I think the experience and your stems and things like that are more critical than your alloy. Your alloy you'll catch up on, your armor crafting and everything. I just got everything. Every single hero in my roster now has 500 level 500 gear. Even my goons. So 6.3 million damage, which is on par with what we had last time. Where's the damage coming? Look at this. 3 million damage on Catwoman. Some rosters have put her down at the D tier level. I've got her at C because she's useful here. She does have some use. Not a ton, but look at that. 3 million damage. That's pretty cool. Let's see. We got 1 million damage out of Harley that time. And we got these guys here really buffing up the team. Let's see. So we got 3 million, 1 million. I'm going to pull out Vixen. Let's pull out Vixen and throw in Hawk Girl. And then I'm going to swap those two around. See what that does. That was what, 6.2 million? It is a data crunching day today. And after this, we can go into Darkest Timeline. Oh, we were going to do some training simulator tests, too. I think we'll go into Darkest Timeline. I'll do some training simulator tests offline, see if it changes my initial rankings on any of these characters, of any of these teams. Hawk Girl, she definitely holds her own. I think we're going to lose some damage, though, because of Vixen not being in here. We got double support. We had double support there with Vixen and Batgirl increasing attack and crit. Cameron, how you doing? Good to see ya. Stuck on level 6, Darkest. Did only with Justice. Okay, same here. So I finished 6. I haven't finished 7 yet. What do we get? 500,000 here, 2.3 million out of her. I can't pull her out of here. 1.2. We did lose a little bit of damage. It doesn't seem like we lost much, though. But we still came in with less damage, right? 5.6. Should we bring Vixen back in and take out Batgirl? Let's see what that does. Because crit is not a guaranteed attack. Attack increase is. So let's bring Vixen back in. See what this does. Yeah, that Justice League Dark is... That team will get you through almost anything, man. I'm worried, though. I've put so much and invested so much in Justice League Dark. I know eventually a better team's going to come out, and I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be sad when that day comes. I'm going to have to pour one out for the team. It has been by far my favorite team. Ravi, how's it going? Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. Should I really consider pulling for Sinestro even though I'm saving for Zatanna and Constantine? I suggest getting Sinestro at least to 5 white stars and then stopping. He's very useful. He does a ton of damage. Your top 3 damage dealers in this game is Joker, Sinestro, and Constantine. So, at least from what I've seen. Outsiders feel like they might counter GLD with the way Martian weapon works. So here's the thing. Someone mentioned something about that. It's going to depend on if counterattacks take up a turn. Because with like your poisons and bleeds and things like that, they tick on each turn. So are you going to tick damage on counterattacks? I know some games count counterattack as an actual turn. And then you get hit with those types of dots, but some games don't. It's more of kind of a reactionary attack. So what do we got? 5.6. We're not doing much here. Less than, yeah, we did less damage here by swapping out Batgirl. 2.6 here. What damage am I bringing in? See, she's only bringing in 500,000 damage here. I don't think that's helping me. I don't think Canary's going to help at all. I think the best team comp was this. I don't think Hawkgirl helps the Birds of Prey team. I already have Joker, that's why I'm kind of reluctant since it's just DPS. So that's my suggestion with Sinestro. Obviously, do what's best for you and your account. But if you were to ask me what's better, who's better to really go all out on, Sinestro or Constantine, and I have to make a choice, then it would be Zatanna and Constantine. Mr. Moon, how's it going? I quit the game for a while. I reinstalled just to see the bleed changes have been delayed. Shaking my head. Yeah, they have been. Well, so here's the thing. So they announced the proposed bleed changes. Super Helen, who's the CM, is out on Monday. So the original change was going to happen on June 4th. They changed it to be determined only because they want everybody to be able to provide feedback. Helen is going to take that feedback and give it to the devs, and then they'll decide on what they want to do. Move forward as is, make changes, whatever, or maybe don't do anything at all. But I think that's good, though, because they're allowing it to sink in and people to really provide their opinions and thoughts and feedback, and then it'll be up to them to do what they want to with it. Joe for life, how's it going? Any tips for free to play? Where are you in the game? It really depends on how far into the game you are. I've got a video out there on mistakes to avoid. I highly suggest taking a look at that one. That covers a lot of stuff in the game that you want to make sure that you pay attention to, even as mainly as a free-to-play player. But also take a look at my bleed rotation suggestions there, because we take a look at where I feel you should take each bleed character, who should you skip and who should you not. There's a lot of content out there. So main thing though is focus on your war room. Again, depending on where you are in the game, you want to focus on your war room and the rooms that's required for your war room. And I do have a suggestion. Let's see, on the order of the rooms in which you should upgrade. So I'll share that with you here in just a second if you haven't seen it yet. All right, so 3 million here, 1 million here. Yeah, I mean this is just giving me the best results, but still not a lot of damage. All right, so room upgrading for free-to-play players and people just now joining the game. Obviously, your priority is going to be your war room, but in order of priority, right, is going to be your drone room. The reason for that is you want to generate as many drones as you can to help you speed up rooms. Your next room is going to be your training nexus because you want to increase the number of slots that you have available to throw into your level sync. After that, you're going to want to go to your research laboratory. It's going to be your Wayne chips, which is going to support your research laboratory. And then your Wayne steel, so you can get the alloy you need in order to craft your gear. Get your armory, keep that as level with your war room as you can, but then you're going to also focus on your biolab. So, drone room, training nexus, chips, research, Wayne steel, armory if you can. If you can't, then obviously you're going to be go to your biolab. So, also make sure to keep your power plant upgraded because you want this right here. You want to maximize your power efficiency so that you can increase the efficiency of all your rooms so you get more resources. You will get to a point where you don't have this fourth one. The only way to get that fourth green, to make this all green, is when you go into your research laboratory and in construction and you go all the way down past, where is it? Biorefinery optimization. You got to get all of your power cores prior to this and then get your power core here to at least 3 or 4. And that will then give you that last fourth green. And then after that, you're good. So hopefully that helps. Again, it depends on where you are in the game, but those are always my 3 or 4 quick tips for anybody new. After you get the armory room to level 35, should you start putting on gear on your top 3 teams? So I focused, once I maxed my armory out, I have focused on gearing up all of my every character, every roster character, right? Everybody here, I've got at 500. Even my goons. I just did that actually. So now that everybody's at 500, I think what I'm going to do is start focusing on the mirror cells that I can craft, so that I can start transmuting and improving my main team right now, which is JLD, as you guys know. But yeah, everybody's at 500 now. So, all right, I think we tested every team in the game right now, right? So let's go into Darkest Timeline. We're going to go into 7. I still haven't done this. We're going to run through 7 with Justice League Dark. I don't care what missions I complete. Who do I want in here? Actually, I think I'm going to go with Nightwing in here. So 1, 2, 3, and then we got the crap characters here. I need a healer. It'll come down on whether they can act on feedback or not, 100%. But I will say, the developers, the company has taken feedback and have made changes based on the feedback that the community has provided. We're not going to get our way 100% of the time, but they have a fairly good track record of taking feedback and making some positive changes. So why don't I see characters here? Oh, it's because of this. It's because of this. They've got a pretty good track record of incorporating feedback, in my opinion. Mr. Moon, since we're at it, I think I have enough to buy a mythic piece. Both Joker and Sinestro are 2 blue star. Who should I pick up? I'm keeping Zatanna and you're skipping Zatanna and JC? Who are you going for, Mr. Moon? What team are you going for with that? If you're skipping Constantine, then I would go with Sinestro's weapon, not Joker's. How are we doing on damage here? Obviously, we're going to see some good damage from Constantine. I'm on JLD team, right? So let's go to Retrocognition. Justice League. I'm going to go with that because we got Wonder Woman there. 60% more damage. All right, that works. Oh, that's interesting. That was new. What do we got here? Attribute boost for all champions. I want to be able to recruit, so I'm going to go here. Let's leave it at that for now. Ibrahim, how's it going? Good to see ya. I recognize your name. Can you show our servers Alliance? Oh yeah, I can. I can do that. I can show you that right now. Let's see. Everybody looks good. She's doing some decent damage. Boom. She gets boosted. We get Constantine right off the bat. So what leaderboards do you want to see? I don't like this. These league invites, I think, are awful. What they need to do is show us people who are not part of a league. I mean, you can click on them. You can see if they're in a league. I think suggesting poaching is not good. In my opinion, I don't like that at all. Let me grab this. Minor rant, sorry. League. So for power, here we are with power. We were up at 6. I removed some inactive people. We dropped down a little bit, but this is where we are right now. I think that's what you're looking for, right? All right, let's go to recruit. Justice League, Legion of Doom, Energy Wielder. Is she an Energy Wielder? She is. And so is he. I'm going to go with Energy Wielder. See if I can get them. I did. Nice. Very nice. Retro. Now, let's go Dionysian Pit. Let's get a heal. And I'm going to skip this music again. Mr. Moon, Bossman didn't got my answer. What are you talking about? I answered that one. Or are you talking about a different one? Okay, another question. Bought Joker Mythic gear. Save for next Mythic gear or spend the eyes to upgrade Joker's gear? So I was wrestling with that too. I'm actually saving my my Magic Eyes for a second piece. So it just depends. It depends on what you need. Ah, crap. I can't do anything here. But I think having multiple Mythic Legacy weapons is probably better than slowly upgrading one. All right, what do we got here? Let's bring you out, throw you in. Do I have another? I don't. We'll go with that for now. Oh, sorry, Dav. Found this live stream again. All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, it keeps going in and out. Hopefully it's not too horrible for you all. I'm not hearing anybody yelling at me yet, so. How are we doing on damage? Obviously, Constantine. She's keeping up. Oh, nice. So, let's see. I can choose 3, right? Oh, we need Zatanna. 1, 2, 3. I need a new tank though. I'll go with these 2 for right now. Or should I skip Constantine and get Zatanna now? We'll get Constantine. Squidward, how's it going? Good to see ya. We'll go here. And then here? Yeah. And throw you out. See, how was the new versus old bleed comparison infographic, by the way? It's Solo Leveler, the creator. Oh, you made that one? Are you the one that posted it on my Discord? I liked it. It was accurate. Nice. Do you do infographics like that usually, Squidward? Stay away from that. Let's go here. Hello, the issue I have. Hey, Rem, how's it going? As they said in the proposal, you would get a guaranteed at pity, but they didn't say you would get one or what the shard would be, i.e. could be up to 40 shards. So with the new math, what happened, you get 25 shards for the banner hero. If you pull 3 mythics and get your guaranteed banner hero on the 4th pull, then that's 40 shards because you got 25 for the banner hero and 5 for the 3 mythics. There's your 40. If you pull back to back though, like I was showing in my example, then you only get 50 shards. It's actually beneficial to have bad RNG when you take a look at the new math, which, like I said before, just is a bit backwards. Good RNG is supposed to be a good thing, not a bad thing. Mr. Moon, okay, asking again. Got enough eyes to buy Mythic gear? I answered that. I did. Maybe I cut out on you. I apologize. But, unfortunately, you're skipping Zatanna and JC. So, because you're doing that, I would suggest getting Sinestro's legacy piece. Did they change the drop rate to only pity pull? I don't know what you mean by that. The drop rate hasn't changed yet. Justice League Dark Champions, boom. Let's go over here, Justice League Champions. I think new bleed update, not good. Yeah. I think everybody's decent, right? Hopefully. Who's better, Nightwing or Martian Manhunter? They're different characters. You have an assassin versus a warrior. Martian Manhunter holds his own. I think he's going to be good with outsiders. Nightwing, it's definitely more plug and play, I think. Well, I don't know about more plug and play, but he's plug and play friendly. And I think he's better in like Training Simulator and Meta Brawl. Okay, got him up to the 5 white stars. But if you're curious if you should skip one or the other, I don't suggest skipping anybody, but I don't think either one of them is good enough to really go all out on, like with Constantine or Joker or Sinestro. These are Doom, Boom, Bat Fan. I don't like any of these. Justice League, Bat Family. I'm gonna go for that. Hopefully we get. Let's change that too. All right, what do we got here? Justice League Dark, right? Start by 5. Let's do that. And then let's heal. And Red, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. What are you trying to decide between there? Kind of what teams are you mainly using? Squidward, let's see. Yeah, I usually make PowerPoint projects for my classes. Oh, cool. Very cool. The one, how you doing? I got 30 anvils and I got Superman, but not 5 white stars though. Should I summon Joker now? I'd get Superman to 5 white stars and then start summoning on Joker. I don't have Zatanna at all, right? That's why I'm keeping Nightwing in there. Nilin, hopefully I said that right. Let's see, I'll try to get everyone to 5 white stars, but my priority is Nightwing because I want Bat Fam as my main team. So, at that, definitely skip Deathstroke. I'd probably skip a Hot Girl as well. And again, I know I don't like suggesting skipping too many people, but she's not going to do much for you, especially if you're going after that Bat Fam team. All right, I get 3. Oh, here's Arsenal. Not playing that team right now, though. So, I need you, and let's max her out. Hey, Radiv, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Let's see, Darken Link, OOF, let's see, could have gone with Bat Fam due to, since you are using Nightwing. I think you're talking to somebody else there. Red Liquid, let's see, in hindsight, are there units you wish you would have went deeper on? I only 5 blued Scarecrow and planning to 5 blue Zatanna and go for 5 red. Yeah, actually, the only character that I really regret not ranking up more is Scarecrow. Everybody else, I think I'm pretty happy with where I've got him and where my suggestions are. But yeah, I would like to have a stronger Scarecrow. And when he came back around, I didn't summon for him at all because I was saving everything for Martian Manhunter. Hindsight being 2020, I wish I would have spent those on getting my Scarecrow up a little bit higher. See, what did I go? Oh, retrocognition. Let's see. The next, obtain selectable retrocognition. No, randomly remove one of your. No, every time you enter all new area. Let's do that. All right, now take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to go recruit. Oh my gosh, did I not pay attention? I did not pay attention. Son of a frack. All right. Doggone it. I needed to pay attention and I didn't. That really sucks. Ah. Arsenal, from what I've seen him in Dark Assignment, is pretty bad at 0 stars. Oh, shit. I needed to stop that. Damn it, I just screwed this whole thing up. This entire run I screwed up because of that. That really sucks. Damn it. I can't even back out. Son of... Oh, I'm so frustrated with myself right now. I'm sorry, guys. I completely screwed this one up. Fuck.
You got it, baby. Find a way to salvage it.
Yeah, no, I can't. There's no way to salvage it. Huh? Because characters aren't good enough. So I gotta start over.
It's alright. You're streaming and you have no problems with the stream, so. Don't forget to unmute. I love you in headers.
It's mute. It's unmuted. It's not. You're
Okay.
coming across. I love you too.
You're going to head upstairs and we're gonna live.
Okay, love you too. Oh my gosh. All right. Damn it. I thought that was a decent run too. Fuck. Yeah, especially I hate how they lock teams is when it's a team that you select that you're supposed to, like, you're running through. I selected JLD and then they lock a JLD team. I mean, that's my fault. I didn't pay attention, and I should have. Really sucks. Yeah, Dark and Leak, 100%. Dustin, how's it going? You're on Earth 204? Nice. I always enjoy chasing you in combat. It's like, I love the videos. Hey, you are welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. We have, let's see, we have Zatanna now. Constantine coming in 5 days. I'll try to get him to 5 whites, and everything else is going on Nightwing. Gotcha. Retrocognition. Arkham, defense, all. I'll go for that. Boost, Legion of Doom champions. Make sure to read these damn things. Boom, get you out of there. Get you out of there. Mr. Just Be Friends, how's it going? Let's see, level 18 rooms, same as War Room, but only 20% production and power. Heroes appointed already 30%. What happened? Level 18 rooms, same as War Room, but only 20% production and power. Are you talking about up at the top there? Heroes appointed already 30%. What happened? You talking about your power efficiency there up at the top? We just ran through that a little bit ago. Bat Family, Legion of Doom, Justice League. Hopefully we get a Wonder Woman, and we did not. Dionysian Pit will heal. And I've only got 284, which isn't going to give me much. $150, $196. Let's see, do I have Let's take you out. We're going to throw you in. So we got Justice League Dark Team there. See how that works. See, after update, will be compensation 75 anvils, or if you got Zatanna. What? After update, will be compensation 75. It's not 75 anvils. It's the Worldline particles. I don't know. Is it like 75 in total, or is it 75 for each hero? What is it? I don't know. Yeah, so Mr. Just Be Friends. So what you want to do is you want to go into your research lab, go to construction, and you want to make sure to research the power cores. That's going to help you out. Also, make sure to keep leveling up your power rooms, both of them. You want to keep them as close, if not at the same level of your war room. You're going to get to a point where you only have 3 green bars. You need to get further down in your technology, in your research lab. You got to get further down there to get more power core research done in order to max that out. So here, I'll show you here really quick. Let's see, Constantine. Get these two. So really quick, make sure your power plants are as high as you can take them. Keep them as high as possible. They are going to naturally lag because you're going to prioritize your rooms. But keep your power plants going, and then in your research laboratory here, make sure to get these right here, these power cores right here. Max those out, and then you'll catch up on your efficiency right here. So hopefully that helped. Retro. What do I want? Attack. HP. Let's go attack. See, what server in League are you in? Asking in case we run into you. Yeah, server 204. And on this server is my league, so it's Dark Legacy. Hey Claymores, how's it going? I believe 2 or 3 stars lower if you take all Deathstroke pulls into account. Really hope bleed changes don't happen. Yeah, we'll see what they come back with once we give them all the feedback. There's a ton of feedback going, so, and there's a lot of comments on the video I put out yesterday as well. So we'll see. It's 75 per hero, but to be honest, I'd rather have the spare shards. Yeah, well, I do like. I mean, it's going to allow me to get another mythic legacy piece anyway. But we'll see what happens. Dude, am I playing in my closet or a pantry? I'm playing in a room. Yeah, somebody just said I mean, that's gonna be my shelves where I got some cool stuff hanging up, man. You guys want to see my room? It's a small room. It's not huge, but it's enough. Look at that. There's my fluorescent light. That's got to come down. I got to get rid of that thing. But anyway, I'll be putting up stuff back there. All right. Let's see. Probably want to go here. What does this say? Boost for Arkham's Most Wanted. Boost for Justice League Champions. We'll go there. We're going to bring Constantine in. Is that it? I think that's it. Infinite, that was really helpful. Need to do that ASAP. I'm glad it was helpful. You talking about the rooms, the power? At first, you thought it was 75 eyes. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, world line particles, which then you can use to purchase eyes. I think I'd prefer the magic eyes, though, over the world line particles. It would give me more. All right, come on. We gotta be able to get through 7, right? I'm gonna go heal. Not trying to complete anything specific other than just completing it. This says all champions. A life steal for all champions. I do like that. Panel, how's it going? Who's better to invest, Deathstroke or Nightwing? I think they're both fairly comparable. However, I've been seeing better results from Nightwing than from my Deathstroke when I had them both at the same level. I prefer Nightwing. He also doesn't take as much of investment as Deathstroke does, but they both, I mean, but you still have to invest in him in order for him to be good. What does this give me? Not much. We're going to go here. Please give me some good options. Justice League, weapon, 2 Mythic Justice League, which is not Wonder Woman. Give me Wonder Woman here. Thank you. Go to retrocognition. Oh, I should have actually went to the other one. Energy gain bonus. Attack bonus. We'll do that. Is this Justice League Dark? It is, and that's attack. Is there any other Justice League Dark? So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to grab this to get her buffed up a little bit. No, Nightwing doesn't target just the back line. He targets the lowest HP. And Deathstroke targets the lowest, highest attack? All right, so we got full JLD. Oh, you found it easy to beat this with Legion of Doom? Come on. Got everybody back up to full health. That works. By the way, they paused the bleed update to a later date. They did, yeah, because they're waiting to get player feedback. So let's get you up there. So I need 3, right? You and you. What's going on? That was weird. Did that drop for everybody? All champions lose 50% HP. Select a retrocognition. All Arkham most wanted champions lose. We'll do that. All Justice League, they lose 50% HP. I don't want to choose the middle one. Not using them anyway. Metahuman. Justice, man, they're not giving me the better. Not giving me what I want. Any metahumans on this team at all? There is not. Well, except Wonder Woman. And I didn't get her. No, I didn't want book. Shit. Fat Family Champions. All, I don't have that. All champions. I'm not using them. Oh, that was everybody. Shit. Me and my freaking trying to move too fast. That did not help me at all. All right. I got 300 left. Where do I want to put them? What is that? That's lifesteal. I'm gonna go with that. As a pretty big sized whale and you had to pick one, would you suggest 5 Red Star Scarecrow? Or I'd go 5. Me? I would go Nightwing. Curious what other people think. The book is okay, but just heal it store, like, yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to take your time. I know. Man, look at this. So this is gonna suck. This is every single time at the end of this, I just don't have enough. 1.2 million against a 429, and it's this guy. Man. Yeah, there's nothing happening there. I'm gonna just have to start working on missions and just do lower levels for now. I didn't even complete any missions on that one. All right. Try Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom, where are ya? All right, let's go. Who do we have for Legion of Doom in here right now? So grab these two. Let's grab a healer. And then these guys. No, I don't, because they're not banner heroes right now. I'll have to recruit them. There we go. Justice League Dark, attack for everybody. Oh yeah, no worries. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Arkham's Most Wanted Champions. Yeah, who else? Champions. Arkham Most Wanted. Nobody there. All right. Justice League, not using any of them. Let's take you out, throw you in. Actually, let's see how that works. Murder Machine nuked my team, yeah. Legion of Doom. Need to keep a good healer on here. Let's see, take you out, throw you in. I'll subscribe now for that. You're funny. All right. Let's see. I want you to. I need a good healer though, but there we go. I think that'll be fine. Scarecrow also only benefits spiritual damage dealers. He's a huge benefit for spiritual damage dealers, which Sinestro is. 241, 248. Attribute boost for Arkham's Most Wanted. We don't have. You'd think I would have selected Arkham's Most Wanted. Zinzel, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm gonna swap these two. Bring in Croc. Justice League Dark. Arkham's Most Wanted. Not using Arkham's Most Wanted. Oh yeah, I am. I got oh no, maybe not. Thought I did. Yeah, Scarecrow. But he didn't get locked out. Which is weird. Croc didn't stick around. Legion of Doom. Challenge. That's what I keep meaning to go for. All right. $24 stars. Let's buff him up. How's my health? $333, $418. I just can't seem to get the power level up there. Well, I do have somebody down, don't I? but still. I was just gonna reset it too. No, I don't want to waste it on that. 1, 2. I'm not gonna use anybody else. Let's throw you in there. Got a challenge there. All of this is bad. All right. Nope, don't need that there. And I don't have another healer. I'll have to resurrect him. We should be fine here. Or not. What's the optimal team build without the team comp buff? For what specifically? Wow, look at that. Is Green Lantern viable at 3 stars? Light Spender. Man, look at I screwed that one up too. I'm not having good luck this today on Darkest Timeline. All right. Oh, what is going on here? All right, I need 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Lex took it on. But I got like shit now. I got like nothing. Justice League, Arkham, Batman. Res people. I got like everybody down. Res people. Res people. Oh, that one chooses for you, though. That one sucks. So I don't have a healer. I don't need that. Get you beefed up. There's no way I'm doing anything here. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Well, hold on. Let's get everybody in there. And we'll see how low I am. And it's this guy. He's easier. $3.99. One hit. They're down. Catwoman took a nap. All 9 lives were disseminated right there. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it. We got some good testing done today, so I'm going to work on those videos, get those videos out. I got a couple to get out over the next few days. Darkest Timeline sucks for me right now, but we'll get back to it eventually. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. Thanks so much for coming out and hanging out. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Hopefully you enjoy that, especially the testing. I do like that. I know it could be boring for some people, but I think we learned a lot about the different characters and things like that. So, everybody, have a great weekend. I'll see you next time in the next stream, and hopefully the stream will continually get better. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.